Well, it seems we did a lot of stories yesterday about layoffs at Stellantis. And well, it seems it's a much bigger problem. We did individual videos yesterday specifically talking about Sterling Heights and Warren. And now we find out that Toledo's involved. Lines are going to be shut down for weeks as they retool stuff. But it's not the retooling temporary layoffs that are crazy. It's the company-wide permanent layoffs. Let's talk about it. What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. Yesterday, I started getting notifications from employees. They were sending me recorded voicemails. They were sending me emails. They had notifications, or what they call a warn notification, from the UAW. Some of these people got notified that they were fired before they even got the message from the UAW. Some people were actually working on a line in a assembly plant and found out they had been fired, but they were still working. And then in some cases, the video, which I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen it, that I shared on the story from an individual where they, I guess, had security literally just walk him out because he had been fired. He wasn't like being unruly or being crazy or whatever, but he was working on the line and they came up and was like, hey, you don't work here anymore, you got to go. I don't know what to say about that. It's just looks like more mismanagement from Stellantis and more laid off jobs for President Shawn Fain of the UAW. I've never seen, I don't know how to explain it. I've just never seen this many layoffs and a executive or a head like Shawn Fain, who's the president, talk about how great things are and how they're able to, how things are great for their workers. Yeah, I get it. You signed a historic contract. I understand that. Like, you keep saying that. We know that you signed a historic contract. But how is that working out for you? Because a lot of your workers are now out of a job. I mean, since you've become president, since Shawn Fain has become president, they're literally down 40-something thousand jobs. That's a lot. That's crazy. And that's not taking into account, and it's not just Stellantis, but 1,700 the other day at GM, another 1,000 at Ford, another 400 at Ford, and now you got 200 here, 300 there, 400 there. It now looks like mass layoffs at Stellantis, which could account to thousands across the entire spectrum. And it just makes me go, okay, so when is this guy who signed historic contracts going to do something about it? Because right now, he just sounds like a paper tiger, like you're just talking crap on the internet and not doing anything. Just my 2 cents. But anyways, it does say Stellantis to lay off UAW workers starting October 1st in Metro Detroit. I did see this over on clickdetroit.com. I'll put it up here for you guys as well. And Stellantis is planning layoffs of UAW represented workers. The automaker says the action occurs across its manufacturing footprint in the United States. It also says it's cutting seasonal supplemental employees effective October 1st. Now, they cut a bunch of employees that were temps and whatnot yesterday. They were on the job and they got notifications on their phone that they got fired. I just was like, damn. I mean, you're literally putting a vehicle together and you got fired. And The number of workers has not been confirmed, but the automaker released a statement saying seasonal supplemental employees hired to support production by covering for increased vacation usage during the summer months will be separated from the company effective October 1st in accordance with the 2023 UAW collective bargaining agreement. Stellantis said in a statement about the indefinite layoff of full-time employees, Stellantis is in full execution mode, focused on both protecting the company from continued intense external market conditions and at the same time offering customers vehicles they can afford. As such, we are continuing to take the necessary actions to improve operations across our facilities. This includes ongoing assessments and manufacturing processes to improve efficiency. While that effort continues, the company will be implementing indefinite layoffs of represented employees across its footprint. Damn. So here's the thing. From everything that I've heard from on both sides, from people from the union side as well as people that, and you guys know I have some really good executive insight at the company, they're saying thousands upon thousands to be laid off. This is just another move. And you know what it is? This is Carlos Tavares, who knows he's out. He's going to be out as a job. One of his last things he's going to do before he gets bought out as CEO or they bring in somebody else is he's going to cut thousands of jobs. He's going to try to move production of one or two vehicles to probably either Mexico or Canada. He's going to do it. And I'm only telling you this because internal meetings or internal calls and other stuff that I get, a lot of the information I get are from executives that are literally on these calls that, you know, where they're dictating the future of the company to go to. And I haven't been wrong yet. I've talked about this consistently. Remember a month and a half ago? Was it a month and a half ago? What did I say? I said that he was going to lay off thousands of employees. I said this. And people said, "Oh, TK, you can't do that. There's a contract." And then, well, where are we at today? I hate to say I was right, but I was right. Look, the people that feed me this information don't like Carlos Tavares either. But they have to kowtow to this dude because it's their job. But they put out this information, and myself and other people in the community that talk about this stuff in hopes that maybe it forces this guy out of the way. For me, I feel bad about it because it's a lot of people. I can't tell you the heart-wrenching stories. I've had long email conversations with workers that are at Sterling Heights that were worried about their jobs. And it just pisses me off because the union was like, "Oh yeah, there's no way. Nobody at Sterling Heights is getting laid off. You know, plenty of work there. Not going to happen." And here we are. I do the video yesterday. People at Sterling Heights are getting laid off. And now, you know, that was just like temp workers, seasonal people, stuff like that. But now it's actual workers. And people are like, they're more concerned about their job security than how much they're making an hour. Does getting a raise, making more an hour, or getting more benefits make them feel better about the job? Sure, of course it does. But what happens when, okay, I got all this hourly rate and I have all these benefits, but now I don't have a job? And that's what people are waking up to today, or people that are going to see this video. I got 17 emails from different workers there who are just telling me their stories about, I got 4 kids, I got to be able to feed these kids. Like, what am I going to do? All I've ever done is this. And they're freaking out because they're going, I've only been here 7 years, and everybody's talking about I need 12 to 14 to 15 years of seniority for me to be untouchable. And that's right. They're not wrong there. If you're in the union right now, it's looking like about 12 to 15 years of seniority if you think your job is safe. If you've been there for 5 years and you've been enjoying the job and you're making good money, your job is not secure. Part of that is due to your president at the UAW, I feel, being in collusion with the company. You know, he talks all this crap out loud and says all these things, but doesn't actually do anything for the people that are actually affected. I digress. It's a sucky day, and thousands of people are about to find out they're about to become unemployed. And it's crazy because they're not giving any insights, and what they're going to do, and just in case you want to know how they're going to do this, like what's going on with Toledo right now, they're like retooling different stuff to be able to do some of the EV hybrid, more Jeep stuff. That's what I'm being told inside there at that assembly plant. They're going to send people home while they're doing that retooling thing, whether it's 7 days or 14 days, however long it takes, right? And then they're going to get an email notification at 12:01 a.m. one of those days that says, thank you, but your services are no longer required. And here's, here's what you can get for unemployment. Here's how this works. Here's how this works. And you're going to see that across. That's the people that are on layoff that will get, temporary layoff while they retool. That'll get those notifications. But then you're going to see the people that are, like we saw yesterday, actually at work and got a notification that they'd been fired. That they weren't even supposed to be there that day, but they were able to get into the facility and clock in, only to find out on the line, oh, I got a text message. I'm no longer, what? And they found out they got fired on their cell phones. That's insane. I don't know where it goes from here. It doesn't look good. I can see Stellantis did this strategically as well. They floated the news that they're looking for a new CEO to pump their stock. Now they're going to lay off thousands of employees. Less money. What does that mean? Pump the stock. They're doing it right before earnings, right before it's coming up on their next quarterly earnings. There's no other way to put it, but this is typical corporate scumbag behavior. Nothing surprising here. Anyways, I feel bad for those that are affected. I hope that none of you lose your jobs, but we all know that that's not true. A lot of you guys are going to lose your jobs, and it sucks. Well, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I guess my thoughts go out to all of those that are about to be affected. Anyways, until next time, stay petty, my friends.
For the longest time, whoa, for the longest.
Yo, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, represent, gotta represent.